this story is just starting to make me angry, Tom.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
because you just
feel bad and angry at a man essentially ruining his career before it even starts. Yeah. The suspension of a Wuzariki, 60% sure that's how we say his name. This occurred like a week or 2 weeks ago. I forget. We've known about the fact that he's suspended. Now, defensive lineman for the Broncos. He was heading into his second season with the team. So this is a player who has yet to make his money, has yet to like truly prove himself. And this was with Shelby Harris leaving. This was going to be a good season for him to sort of establish himself as, a piece on the defensive line, a guy who, can build his career. But he got dinged for sports betting, as did, a bunch of players this offseason.
yeah.
And since he's not like a big name player, this kind of went under the radar. And I don't think along with many people, thought much about it, other than the fact I was like, hey, if he's done for the season, maybe the Broncos can still bring back Shelby Harris. But then, Tom, this shit gets wild because not only was he sports betting, he placed 32 wagers on Broncos games and / players. I'm assuming he was taking the under on all that shit, because if he wasn't, he's just not good at betting.
He's just not good. Yeah.
Okay. 32 on his own team and his own players. Not good. Not good. So Mike Kliss put this out because there's also some bets that happened when he was in college at Iowa State, and he bet on some of the games he was playing in there, as did a couple other players. So like from the Iowa law, this is from Mike Kliss, if they were negative bets, so if he was betting against himself,
yeah, which
or,
is hysterical,
the teams, then you're talking about a guy basically trying to fix the results. This plane's distracting.
Yeah, I keep watching that. I'm just like, I wonder if it's gonna do anything else. Like they're like, that's the whole demo. We spent everything on there. Continue.
Yeah, so there's a legal issue there. There's like a 2-year possible prison sentence if Iowa and the state deem like what he did as illegal. 801 total bets from college through the NFL. Roughly $21,000 in bets were made.
Bet with your heads.
Yeah.
Not over it.
Yeah. So, okay. First of all, Underdog Fantasy is a fantasy app, technically not sports betting. Second of all, I can talk about sports betting. I'm not playing in the fucking NFL and betting on myself. There's a difference. Jesus, H, Mother and Mary.
Buddy, you
now,
just
keep. If an NFL player gets suspended for manscaping, fair game. Fair game. I can't talk about a guy getting suspended for doing some dumbass shit that he's not supposed to do because not even a sports book, a fantasy app sponsors my show? Come on. It's not the same thing.
So, anyway, let's be very honest, though. Like, Brandon.
Yeah.
If you were in the NFL, and this is like all sorts of illegal, but let's be honest, this is what happens. And I know that this is what happens. If you were in the NFL, right, as a Darren Sproles-like running back, and you were like, man, I really want to bet on some football games. That's when you give a good old call to your friend Tom, and you go, hey, buddy, here's $500. Put a bet on this for me. And if I win, I'll give you like 20% of the money. And I say, cool. And then we just go about our ways. Like, come on now.
Yeah. And well, that's part of this thing too is, oh my God. something about him hiding his identity
Yeah.
to make some of the bets. And like, what's really sad about this, and I mentioned it at the beginning, it's like this is a guy who hasn't made it
Yeah.
in the NFL yet. This is a guy who's gonna have to play really well. He was gonna have to like scrape to get by and prove himself. And he's suspended indefinitely. Now there's maybe criminal charges that could be pressed against him. Geez, I'm gonna start ranting more. $99 going straight to sports betting, by the way. Just gonna turn that into $1 billion.
Johnny John John!
So it's like he might have just effed up his entire career.
Yes.
Because he was like trying to make a little extra cat. Like, it's for a lot of people, it's not even about the money. It's the thrill of, making it entertaining. But like betting on your team and the games you're playing in, like you can't make it more exciting than that. And you're a defensive lineman. Like, if you're gonna throw a game, be a quarterback. You know what I mean? I want Aaron Rodgers be like, oh my God, Aaron Rodgers put $1 million on the Jets to lose in the playoffs. Now that's a story. Not some guy that's probably going to have to find a different fucking career now. That's just sad.
He was undrafted, or he was a late draft pick?
He was drafted.
Okay, so he's a late draft pick, right? He doesn't know if he's going to make the 53-man roster, and
he would have probably made the roster.
Okay.
Let's see. When did they get him? 4th round. So he's a 4th round.
Okay, so he's a 4th rounder.
A dude that like has a lot of potential, would have like one injury and he's probably in the mix for being in the starting lineup type of guy.
Rotational player at least.
Yeah, 4th round on the rookie contract for 4th round, so not a ton of money, but
and now half his rookie deal might be in prison.
Yeah. Like, I doubt that it'll go to that, but like if Alvin Kamara's not having any issues, but like Kamara's got money to pay off
the
guy he beat up, so allegedly, although there's video evidence that it's not alleged at all in my eyes, but you got to have the money to get out of those sticky situations.
Got it. So I think what's interesting is, again, what you were alluding to of you just like potentially screwed up your entire career, right?
Can Seahawks fans just stop shanking me, please? Yeah, that was one of the picks that came over by way of Russell Wilson. Went to the guy. Yeah.
Well, buddy, first of all,
things are good in Broncos country.
Yeah, I was about to say Broncos country. Dude, Tim Patrick
sucks.
I feel so bad. Yeah. I feel so. Was it the same injuries last year?
Different leg and Achilles instead of knee. So an even worse injury, really. Just
he's
tore
out
right off too. Complete tear. He was just running a drill.
Yeah.
No contact. I made a joke that he got hurt as soon as Russell Wilson looked at him on the play. And I'm starting to think Russ might actually be the curse.
So he might be.
We'll see.